Is there a trend emerging in Beijing's anti-China activities? The government wants to be very cautious, but are we seeing a larger trend emerge? A.K. Doval is the former chief of the Intelligence Bureau. He's joining us on the show. Dr. Alka Acharya is a professor at the Center for East Asian Studies at Jawaharlal Nehru University, two of the leading experts on China. Let me come to you, Mr. Doval. You've studied Anthony Shimre's case very closely, a top-ranking NSC and IM official. Here he is at one time when two of his top bosses are talking to India about peace. We're seeing he's trying to buy weapons. In all these stories that we are seeing, tourists taking pictures of sensitive installations, the Karmapa story, all the yuan being found with the Karmapa, a television journalist who's going all over the place, clicking pictures, sending reports back to Beijing. Are you seeing a trend, a larger trend of China's nefarious design, sir?
Well, I definitely see a trend. Till 80s, China was quite active in supporting some of the insurgent groups in Northeast. After that, there was a relative lull. Smaller groups had been going there, getting some assistance, but they were not being patronized. From 2007 end, when Anthony Shimre went there, established a base there, contacted the Chinese intelligence officials there, placed an order for weapons, and subsequently carried a letter from Mr. Moya, signed by Mr. Moya, in which Colosseum was appointed as their permanent representative in Yunnan. That is a turning point. Now, after that, we find that even Paresh Barba's group, even the PLA of Manipur, and even other groups had been getting assistance in various forms. And as you said, there is a trend of very discernible even in Arunachal Pradesh and even other places where the Chinese are appearing to be a little more aggressive and proactive.
Okay, Dr. Alka Acharya, you keep coming and telling us that there is nothing to be made a big deal of, and these are all isolated incidents. But would you now be willing to accept, madam, that there is a clear trend, regardless of whether the Foreign Office in India accepts it or not, regardless of whether peaceniks who believe in India-China friendship accept it, there is a trend at play. We might not like that trend, but we cannot deny that trend, Dr. Acharya.
I don't know. I cannot see any trend here. I think we are looking at incidents and then we are putting all these incidents together and then trying to see a trend. Now, all I would say is that yes, there is an objective fact of somebody who was caught taking pictures and was promptly deported. We have now this issue of Karmapa, which needs to be investigated. I think let's take the two issues separately. I don't know why we should be linking them together. On the question of, say, the bases that separatists or extremists are now acquiring in China, I think this brings us squarely to the need for a dialogue with China on sharing intelligence. We are having military exercises with them. We have a defense dialogue with them. Why can't we have an intelligence dialogue? The Bangladeshis are willing to come on board. They are also keen to stop this infiltration. I think we can all share intelligence and see whether we can jointly put up some kind of efforts to stop